views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the participants and do not necessarily reflect the views of BronxNet or the program underwriters.
And good morning, everybody, and welcome to Open, the one and only show that opens up the Bronx and the world to you. I'm your host, the Dr. Bob Lee from 107.5 WBLS. We have a great show lined up for you today. Coming up on today's show, we'll take a good look at an event working to bring healthy habits to the community, plus learn about a photo shoot for a good cause. Then we'll check out how one Bronx group is giving back through music, and then after that, we'll discover what one organization is doing to work towards a sustainable Bronx. And then we'll preview a powerful film festival dedicated to people, you. And then later on, we'll sit down with an award-winning choreographer and we'll find out about her upcoming tribute. So stay tuned. Hey, we're open. Hello, everyone. Abierto. I'm your host, Dr. Bob Lee, and you're watching Open, the only live interactive program that brings the Bronx and New York City straight to your TV set. Stay connected to us through social media at BronxNet TV. Now, leading things off, St. Barnabas Hospital is joining us. They have a special thing in our community. They're going to host their annual Picture a Healthier You fair. Check that out. And with us, we have Lynette Avaraldo. We welcome you. Lynette
Thank
is
you
here.
so much, Bob.
First time here?
Yes.
Wow. We have a lot to discuss.
Yes.
Now we have this
definitely.
fly here, Picture a Healthy You. Talk
Yes.
about
Well, this year we're doing an event, St. Barnabas Hospital, in conjunction with the Belmont Business Improvement District.
Sure.
It's going to take place on June 4th in Crescent Avenue, all the way to Hughes Avenue. We're closing down the street.
a
It's
few
a
blocks.
large strip right behind the hospital, between 183rd and 3rd Avenue. So it's an important venue for us and activity, because we really want to play the role that the hospital has to do in the community, in terms of bringing the community all the way up, because we're right now on hashtag 62, not 62. So we are we have the highest non-healthy people in the country. So we want to really put the best of our intentions to do this. We're bringing free health screenings for the community. That's why we're inviting people to attend. We're going to have from blood pressure, BMI. We're going to do education and medication management, because people sometimes they have the medications, they don't know where to put them, if they have to put them in the fridge, if they have to put them in, when to take them in the light, in dark area. So we're also going to give out hands-only on CPR. We're going to have demonstrations on that. We're going to have school immunization education for the parents. I'm okay with immunization. Should I pursue any other kind of immunization? We're also going to have vision screenings. We're going to have 2 big vans there for vision screenings and the other one for mobile mammography. So all these are going to be conducted free, and dental screenings for the kids. So it's important that people partake. Also cooking demonstrations. We're going to have
cooking demonstrations.
Chef Wilson.
Are you cooking?
I always get involved with that.
You do?
Yeah, the chef is very good and very community oriented. And instead of bringing, rice with beans, she tries to get the brown rice instead. So we try to substitute the unhealthy for the healthy.
Watch out. We're going to come down and eat
we're
up
going to
all
have
your food and
Zumba,
then
we're
check
going to
our
have
body mass
yoga.
index.
Yes, exactly. Zumba, yoga. We're going to have face painting, jumping, bungee jumping.
But do the Zumba and yoga and all of that stuff before you eat.
Exactly, exactly. So, and then all the information for the seniors, Affordable Care Act, health education, and a lot of fun. We try to mix the health and the fitness with fun. So, you know, we want to bring across the message with fun and diversion, because we want to make sure that the people understand that this is not about maintaining yourself fit, but you need to have fun in that
Is
process.
the hospital or medical world concerned about the Obamacare being changed?
We all hospitals are.
Yeah.
So, you know, but we really want to sustain what we have and make sure that the people get their health insurance and their education towards that. Because sometimes they say, I cannot have it, I'm not fit to have health insurance, but sometimes you are. So we're going to have people there to provide education and orientation for the community.
So you can have all of these screenings there. You have
Yes,
the food, you have everything. All of,
free.
I think it's about 2 or 3 blocks that you mentioned. That
We're
gonna be
talking
closing
about
off.
3 blocks.
3
yeah.
blocks.
We're going to have the teen center also involved. They're going to bring skits on health education, in terms of sometimes people don't know how to navigate the system and the terminology. So we need to teach.
A lot of people get stuck with that, right?
Yes. So we want to make sure that we really have fun and educate and promote health.
Yes.
That's the main motto of this event.
You have a stage there with music.
We're going to have the music and the stage, and we're going to have, DJ music. We're going to have DJ music. They're going to have the yoga for meditation, and also we're going to have the Zumba, which is great. The Zumba is fantastic.
Yeah.
You see the people from all the apartment buildings, because last year it was fun, and they used to come down and join the seniors having fun doing the Zumba.
Yeah, I mean, it's fun to watch from the stage too. You can look down and see how far it goes back.
Yeah, so you know, it's a world of health and fun. That's what we want to bring.
What do you hope people will take away from
I
this?
think people need to understand how to better be in control of their own self and health. So it's not difficult. Sometimes people think it's difficult, but it's not.
Step by step. Take baby steps.
You know, instead of walking, you know, take the bus from a block to another, I'll just walk that block.
Yeah.
And extra steps, and that's the way it is. And instead of having sodas, I'm gonna have the soda. I'm gonna have water.
What does soda do to a person?
So harmful. Oh, don't.
Have some water.
Water is better. Yeah, soda is sugar, and sugar converts into grease, and it's not good. So personally, I started because I was a soda addict.
Oh, okay.
Now I don't have soda. I just have my water.
Wow.
Yeah, it's not an easy task, but it's a step-by-step task.
And think of your intestines with good bacteria and bad bacteria.
Yes.
Probiotics helps out with the good bacteria. It's supposed to be 80% good bacteria, and you can have 20% bad. But when you drink soda, it contributes to the other side.
Awful.
Hey, take more, drink more.
Awful. It's awful. It's like the cigarette.
And those bad bacteria have their own cravings. Give me more soda.
Exactly. So anything, you know, it's better to have the water and put some fruits in it. You can put some fruits and do a fruit fusion, and it's better, it's healthier, and your body will appreciate that.
Where can we go for more information on Picture a Healthier You?
I brought some flyers. You can call 718-960-6375 or 718-960-9158. Or go to the website, www.sbhny.org.
And you'll go there and you'll find out that it's on Crescent Avenue, Sunday, June 4th.
Not the Sunday, the following Sunday.
The following Sunday.
Yes.
Give her a big round of applause, everybody. Lynette Alvarado. Yay!
Thank you, Bob. You did it.
I'm trying to reach out to you. But,
oh, my God. I'm sorry.
How do you say open?
Or you can say abierto.
Abierto.
In French is ouvert.
Ouvert.
Nous sommes ouverts.
All right. Thank you so much.
Okay.
All right, got to take a quick break right here, but don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with more Open. But first, Borough President Ruben Diaz Jr. held his annual Business Day lunch as part of Bronx Week. Let's take a look.
We're using this time today in order to celebrate 10 of our local Bronx businesses. And so this is a very intimate luncheon. It's 100 businessmen and women honoring 10 businesses.
Those 10 businesses are Bronx Ale House, the Bronx Design Group, Doyle Hayloft Auctions, Grady's Cold Brew, Jetro, Marley Spoon, Mechanical Heating Supply Inc., Selmar Enterprise Inc., Sishi North America, and Whoops.
We're so honored and we're so thrilled to be a part of this community. As an online business, it's particularly important.
Grady's Cold Brew started 6 years ago. We were actually founded in Williamsburg, Brooklyn. We just recently moved to the Bronx a year ago. And 6 years ago, this was actually my home kitchen. Now it's in a 15,000 square foot facility in the Bronx. I think one of the coolest things about an event like this is just seeing what small businesses can do.
Sici's is an Italian company that started in 1989. We are the preeminent art mosaic factory. To be part of the new revitalization and grassroots of not only growing our business here, but working within the community to expose our art to the community.
We are manufacturers of architectural metal and glass in the Bronx. We've been in existence for over 50 years. And the owners retired and gave the employees the opportunity to buy out the company, and this is how I ended up becoming the president. To be honored in such a short span, it's fantastic.
Our business is so much more than one person, and we have some of our management team here today, and they deserve just as much credit as me.
Store manager of Jetro Cash and Carry in the Bronx, Alex, told us how Jetro has been providing for the Bronx community.
The biggest thing we provide is jobs and ways for the community to shop with us and maintain their businesses. We have a lot of bodega customers. We have a lot of supermarkets. We have a lot of small businesses that really utilize us instead of taking with the big purveyors in the surrounding areas.
This year's business launch-on recognizes 10 businesses that have made 2017 an outstanding year. For BronxNet, I am Katie Loy Knight.
I'd like to thank everybody for coming out to Bronx Week. Looking forward to next year. Welcome back. Hey, check it out. On June 3rd, Shades of a Cure. They're going to hold a photo shoot for cancer awareness, and joining us with the details, we have founder Diamond Hooks Shamgood. She's no stranger to the show. We welcome you back.
Thank you.
Doing some wonderful things out there in
Absolutely.
the community, huh?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
So tell us about your organization, first of all. Just refresh us.
Okay. So Shades of a Cure is a cancer awareness organization. And what we do is we like to bring cancer awareness to all forms of cancer, just to the community, just giving out information. We do that with having several events throughout the year.
And why did you start it?
Just some people in my family and some close friends, their family, we realized the information wasn't getting to our community. So we needed to do something about it. We wanted to highlight some of the larger organizations, let them know that we're here, we need the information. Yeah.
And cancer's so big in our community.
Absolutely.
I mean, what's going on?
Absolutely.
Is it food? Is it the air? Is it the...
Well, we don't know exactly what it is, but what's key is that early detection and prevention. And that's the information that we give out to the community.
Yeah. And what are the goals of your organization?
Just to make people more aware. You know, if the cancer is detected earlier, you have a chance of surviving it as opposed to catching it at a later stage and not having many options.
And I guess that later stage, people say, you know, my body has been curing itself all these years, you know, I'm just going to try to wait and see if I can put a Band-Aid on it and do this and do that, and sometimes it just doesn't heal up.
Absolutely, absolutely. So it is important for you to catch it early and for you to be mindful of your body and go to the doctor and get checked out and ask those questions. You know, if you have a history of cancer, let your physician know. Yeah, and your family, let your physician know. You know, so that's important.
What should people be doing to check themselves? You should, you know, check your skin, check your breast.
You can definitely just be aware of your body. So if something is wrong with it, be in tune. If something is wrong with it, then you can point that out to your physician. You know, hey, I found this lump, or my skin is, you know, the color is a little off this time, or, you know, just be aware of it.
Yeah.
You know.
You know if something is not supposed to be there.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Just bring it to the attention of your physician.
So you have something coming up. Tell us about
We
it.
do. So we have our first annual cancer awareness photo shoot. Now we live in a world of everything is on the internet.
Wait,
you
on
know,
cancer awareness photo shoot? Okay.
Yes. So we decided to, no matter how far or near you are to New York City, we want to reach you. We want you to be aware of your body and what cancer is doing to different communities. So we'll get together, and one of the pictures that we're going to do will be called Supporter and Survivor. And each survivor will bring one supporter that was with them throughout the journey. And we're going to put it on the internet, and hopefully it'll bring awareness to different communities,
And
you know,
hope
not just
people
here.
will learn what from those photos?
Just how strong we are as a community together, how important it is to support one another and to go get checked out.
And this will be a collage of...
Absolutely, of different survivors of different forms of cancer, not just one. There's various forms with their supporter, because it is important to have a strong support system.
When you say different forms of cancer,
Yes.
that will be
Breast
shot?
cancer, prostate cancer. You know, we have a child that's will take place.
So you'll still have the picture of the person? And
No,
then,
they'll actually be there. The survivor will actually be there with one supporter.
Yeah. And the picture of the person, the caption underneath, breast cancer survivor.
Absolutely.
Got
Yes.
it. Got
Yes.
it. Yes. Beautiful. And how did you guys come up with this idea?
We just know that it needed to get out there, and we needed to reach more people. In what way than on the internet?
So how do you want people to participate?
Well, they can go on our website, which is www.shadesofacure.org, or they can email us at shadesofacure@yahoo. We're on social media. Everything is like hashtag Shades of a Cure. You can go on and look at the pictures and look at different things that we've been a part of.
Are there things people can do to protect themselves from cancer?
Well,
what can you do? Is it,
certain
are there
forms
foods you can eat?
It's definitely the foods that we eat. We have to eat healthier. We have to exercise more.
Stay away from processed foods?
Yeah, definitely. And even, you know, something as small as taking a walk around the block or walking up the flight of stairs as opposed to taking the elevator. You know, just putting more healthier foods in your body.
Yeah.
You know, like that's important.
Like if you took your car to a gas station, you wouldn't put diesel in a gas motor. You wouldn't put, you know, sometimes if it calls for high test,
Then
you put
that's-
regular in there,
it's
sooner or
not
later
gonna
it's
work.
going to
Absolutely.
act up and feel it jumping.
Yeah.
Got the car, got the jitters, same thing with your body.
With your body, right? So it is important. We also, last year I created a coloring book, a children's coloring book.
Oh, beautiful.
And it calls for a parent and child interaction. It has a parent section in the back, and it's just letting children know what cancer is without allowing them to have any feeling towards it, because education is key. So as we're teaching our children, we're also learning as adults what cancer is, what to do, what are some symptoms of it. And all kids love coloring.
Yeah.
So we incorporated that.
So they're learning at an early age.
Absolutely, because it is a part of our lives. You know, and it's important that we are educating ourselves and our family and letting our and knowing what our medical history is, and then letting our children know.
Tell me, are you looking for funding to help with your?
Absolutely, we always need funding. We have a financial assistance grant that we just launched February 1st for cancer survivors. So we need funding for that. We'll be launching another grant for National Cancer Survivors Month, which takes place in June. So we definitely need funding for those grants, as well as just continuing to spread awareness.
Okay, I'm going to give you a camera to take home with you. No, you can use it right now.
Okay.
Use this camera right here and just ask for what you want. You never know. It may rain down on you.
Who knows, right?
Or in God's time.
Okay. Well, our main focus is just to bring cancer awareness to the community. And with your help and your donations, whether it's a monetary donation or it's you coming out and actually volunteering with us, we strongly need it. So you can get in contact with us at shadesofacure@yahoo, or you can visit us on the website at www.shadesofacure.org.
And what can people bring with them on this day?
Just themselves.
What are they? Sneakers?
No,
are they
just
gonna run?
just
They're gonna
come.
jog?
Well, we have the 7th annual stroll for cancer awareness coming up,
Uh-huh.
and all are welcome. Children, men, women, just come out and enjoy and you know get the information that's needed.
And where will the proceeds go?
The proceeds go to our grants and just continuing, allowing us to continue to bring awareness to our community.
All right. Thank you so much. Diamond Hooks, Sham Guard. Thank you. Founder, Shades of a Cure. We appreciate you. Thanks for coming back to share more.
Absolutely.
All right. And
thank you for having
you'll
me.
bring some video back. You're going to videotape
Most
and
certainly.
show us some of those pictures the next time you come on.
Definitely. Definitely.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We have to take a quick break, but coming up, we'll take a look at a music event for a good cause. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
And I can't change, even if I tried, even if I wanted to. My love, my love, my love, she keeps me warm. 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 She keeps me warm.
We are neighbors and best friends.
I love my sister.
My heart doesn't see race. Love is love.
Our family is no less than any other family.
Coming to you from our BronxNet studios, 4 new shows highlighting some of the best of the Bronx has to offer. We sit down with political leaders on In the District and discuss local legislation, events, and issues. See how the community and business come together with The Bronx Now on BronxNet. Nosotros features leaders from a Latino community. Meet those who are moving to make a difference in public service, business, arts, and culture. Looking for new and exciting dining experiences? Then you'll want to savor the Bronx and try new restaurants and eateries that fill the borough with delicious dishes. We have it all, so experience the Bronx in new and fresh ways on BronxNet.
Wow, these are really good.
You act surprised. Practice makes perfect.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of teens in foster care who don't need perfection. They need you.
Welcome back. I'm your host, Dr. Bob Lee from BLS. Welcome to Open. How do you say it? Abierto. All right. Hey, on June the 3rd, Morrisina Band Project they're going to be holding their benefit to raise awareness for sickle cell disease. And joining us, we have the details, Elisa Carmona and Dr. Cassandra Dobson. We welcome you guys to the show.
Thank you. Thank you.
You with QScan, right?
I'm the founder of Mars Senior Band Project.
Yeah.
But I have a partnership with QScan that goes back from 2014 when we did a community walk at Crotona Park, and these were the Find the Cure for Sickle Cell bracelets.
Yes.
And so I was fortunate that Gloria Rochester of QScan was willing to collaborate again. Now this one would be a musical event. I'm a musician.
Great. can I come by and sing? Is it, doctor, you're laughing at me. I can sing.
I hear the
La,
voice.
la,
You
la,
have a
la,
good
la,
voice.
la.
We are always recruiting musicians.
You're recruiting. Now, Doc, you're with QScan. You're on the board, right?
I sit on the board for QScan.
And you're also a professor here at the
I'm a professor
University?
at Lehman College, yes,
All right.
yes.
There you go.
Since
So how did-
1996, I've been with Gloria Rochester, actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So how did you guys meet? How did you guys come together?
Okay.
Well, from our event in 2014, this was sickle cell disease awareness is a personal focus of my family.
Yes.
We have a close relative that lives with the disease, and so to be a support to her in September, which is a sickle cell disease awareness month,
Yes.
we hosted a community walk, and it was hastily put together. And so I said, hey, we need to give this thing some credibility, and I did a Google search, and QScan is the New York State chapter of the Sickle Cell Disease Association of America, and so when she agreed, Ms. Rochester, I was like, yes, and she came out. We actually sent in a picture. A lot of people showed up. We walked through Crotona Park, and during that time, people passing by stopped us, and when they learned of the event, sickle cell disease is one of those things that everybody knows somebody who knows somebody with it. And so people were coming up to us. So I felt like this musical event is long overdue. It's a follow-up.
Yeah. Well, we did something with Gloria and QScan. I think it was a block away from the UN. We just wanted to create the awareness because it's a worldwide thing.
Yes, it is.
Are you dealing with
I don't personally have it, but what I believe that this event will show is that it's important to support people, families even, that are affected by this disease, because it's not just the individual, it's the family that, has to live with them, see them go through their crises and their ups and downs.
Yeah, I know a number of people that are dealing with it. Doctor, tell us, for those that don't know what the sickle cell disease is.
Sure.
Tell us a little bit about it.
Right, so sickle cell disease is a recessive autoimmune disease where you need to have two parents with the trait or the disease for a child to then have the disease. From that, the disease affects the hemoglobin, which is the red cell. As a result of that, the hemoglobin goes throughout your whole body. So once you have a deficit in the hemoglobin, it causes problem. The biggest problem is that there's a decrease in oxygenation. Once the cell gets deprived of oxygenation, then there's certain things that happen, such as clumping of the cells, sticking together, forming huge amount of complication in every single organ, including the brains, the lungs, you name it, the heart, the feet. We have something called the hand and foot syndrome, where the hand get edematous or swollen to the point where it is so excruciating painful that patients are not able to use their hands.
Yeah.
We also have priapism, which is for the males, which stop the circulation to the male organ, causing it to become necrotic or necrosis and causing death to that part of the organ. We can go on forever. Just think of every organ in your body. Once there's a sickle cell patient, that organ can be affected.
Yeah, and it's very painful.
It's extremely painful because just imagine there's no blood going to certain part of your bodies. If the blood stopped going to your brain, you have a stroke. If it stopped going to your lung, you have acute chest syndrome, and it goes on and on. We have multiple complications with patients with sickle cell disease.
And how do patients combat that?
The best thing I go around trying to teach patients is they must know the disease themselves, because I am finding that healthcare providers don't know about the disease, and so there's a lot of trial and errors. And if you're just that bad lucky patient that wind up in a hospital where doctors are not familiar with who you are and what is going on within your body, you can become statistics, if you may.
Yeah.
So educating the patient is a primary goal.
Education. And most people, I have a friend that, they didn't think he would live past a certain age, but he's still doing some wonderful things. They just adopted a wonderful family,
I know who he is.
a boy and a girl, and they're taking good care of them, and they're very happy about it. He always wanted to do that. He couldn't have children of his own. So you have something coming up. Tell us more about that.
Yes, on June 3rd at 7 p.m. at the Dream Yard Project, we will be hosting our first annual musical awareness event, kind of like to empower as well as to educate. And so we invite you to come on through. We will, excuse me, serve refreshments. That's from our first event. That was September 27, 2014. Through Crotona Park, and we had a great turnout. And so we're looking for the same turnout on June 3rd.
And what do you need help with? You need cash, you need funds, what do you need?
We could always use cash. Well, we had an IOB Healthy Neighborhoods Challenge going on. And we are still accepting donations. You can access it through my website. However, I do have to...
Take that cap, take my friend. Say hello to my little friend.
Hi. Our
website
is www.morrisania.band, MORRISANIA, band, one word, .wordpress.com. But I do have to report that as of last night, we've reached 100% of our fundraising goals.
All right, so we don't need any more
No,
money.
we can. Oh, this is why we.
Oh, okay.
QScan and I are looking to start a scholarship.
Yeah.
We are still planning what these monies would be used for, whether it would help individuals.
You can always use, you know, you can never say no to money because there's always something that you want to do with it.
And just to interject, sickle cell disease receives the least funding from the government. We receive less than cystic fibrosis. We believe it's a race issue, but we try not to focus on that. People with cystic fibrosis gets more money, and there are less people in the world that has cystic fibrosis, and that affects mostly Caucasian. African American is mostly affected with sickle cell disease. However, it's a global disease, and you'll find that there's many different kinds of people that have sickle cell disease. But I think the stigma that is with it is that it's a black disease, and we need to get away from that so that the world know it's a disease that affects all race.
Wow.
They say something like 3.2 people worldwide. And in New York State, the numbers are unknown.
We're unknown. That's why we're doing the Let's Get Connected.
Yeah.
You can get on the website to do that, get connected if you know someone, or if you are a person with sickle cell disease, and tell us who you are, because we still find that we have not identified all the patients that have sickle cell disease, so we don't have the count to say that we need the funding.
I mean, there are people there that they think it's something else.
We find patients like 40 years old finding that they just have sickle cell disease because there's a specific test that you must take to find out if you have sickle cell. So some people feel aches and pain and, you know, fatigue, lethargic, and they might just think it's a cold.
And they'll just go lay down for a little while.
And lay down and feel better, and it's a sickle cell crisis sometimes.
Yeah. Wow.
So.
Wow. Yeah. And they think that's just a normal way
just
of,
a normal way
I
of
got
living.
a headache. All right, let me lay down for a little while.
Yes, and we find some patients, when they come in, they have a lot of what we call mini strokes. So they've been having these headaches that they think is a headache, but they're having mini stroke as a result of circulation deprivation.
Yeah. So what do you tell these patients? How do you get a hold of them?
I think everyone should be tested. We go out and we talk to the community all the time and do the test, which is called the hemoglobin electrophoresis test, that can diagnose whether or not you have the disease. And we just continue to do our work in the community, walk up and down blocks on Saturdays and all the time to do what we need to do to get patients tested. You know, and we try to look at a patient, and as soon as we see the yellowing of the eyes, we said, come, let's take this test. You might have something.
Jaundice sets in?
Yes, that's one of the primary observation that we can see right away.
Yeah.
And the sickle dex is another test, but it does not tell you whether or not you have the disease. It tells you have an abnormal gene or an abnormal hemoglobin, but we don't know what type.
But the yellow eyes indicates there's something
is going on with
the
it. Right. There's a Rubin, we call it bilirubin process that's going on, and it's working very hard to get rid of certain things in the cell. The cells are breaking down at a speed that is amazing. Yeah. So as a result of that, the body's not able to release all of this chemical that is being released from the red cell, so it produces this yellowing of the eyes.
And the body's amazing.
Isn't it amazing?
Compensate for a lot of different things.
It does,
There's
until it just gives
constant
up.
fight going on in your body.
Exactly. And one of the most important fight is the spleen. The spleen will just stop working because it's just, I'm sick and tired of all these cells coming through me. I'm just going to shut down. And so as a result of that, we have sickle cell patients without any spleen. We call that autosplenectomy, where the spleen says, I am sick and tired of all these damaged cells coming through me. I'm just going to stop working. And just quit.
Enough of this
It's
stuff.
enough of this.
Yeah. Wow. Once again, where can we go for more information? One of the wonderful things.
For more information about the event, you can visit my website. That's www.morrisaniaband.wordpress.com. You can hit us up on Facebook or Twitter. Facebook, that's Morrisania Band. Twitter, it's the same, Morrisania Band. Or you can just call me, 347-773-4922. I'm very friendly. I answer the phone.
Yes, you are. Thank you so much. Give her a big round of applause, everybody. Elisa Carmona and Dr. Sandra Dobson. No, clap like you mean it. There you go. At home, I see you. She's an associate professor and Q-Scan board member. Thank you guys so much for stopping by, all right?
Thank you.
We have to take a quick break, but stay tuned. We'll be right back with more Open. We're open next.
I rescued Toast from a shelter in 2011. I love Toast because she's a lazy diva. Toast makes me laugh. When I walked into the shelter, I knew she was special.
Hamilton was adopted from a rescue in 2008. He really likes to be around people. And as soon as I start to make my breakfast, Hamilton is right there. I get out my mat and I'm doing a downward dog and he's underneath. He's quite the pug about town. He gets invited to a lot of parties. He knows he's a pretty big deal. I mean, look at this little face. How would you not love him?
They said I have troll teeth.
That my voice sounded like a possessed baby doll.
That no one would ever love someone as stupid as me.
That I was fat, ugly.
Disgusting.
The effect of bullying is potent.
We will no longer be the silent majority.
Now, when you see online bullying, there's something you can do about it.
We're gonna take action with the I.
I am a witness.
I am a witness.
I am a witness.
I am a witness.
I am a witness, and so are you.
It's not always easy being a dad.
Do you have panda asthma too? Does that run in the family? This is the home of the most priceless kung fu artifacts.
But when you make an effort,
Dad, we're not supposed to touch anything. Oh, sorry. Go along, son.
it's always worth it.
Whoa, master!
The smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life. Take time to be a dad today.
I am gonna get you. I'm gonna get you.
Call 877-4DAD-411 or visit fatherhood.gov to learn more.
Welcome back, everybody. Hey, on June the 6th, Green Arts Brigade, they're going to be holding their Bronx Music Garden. Playing music, everything's going to participate. You got the trees and the leaves and all the branches and everything. People all talking and communicating through music. Omar Morsi, he's here to explain more. How are you?
All right.
All right.
How you doing?
Great, great, great. You're doing some wonderful things out there. Let us know about the Arts Brigade.
All right, so the Green Arts Brigade is pretty much a sustainable arts collective where I'm promoting healthy living, promoting music entertainment for the community, and then also focusing on sustainability.
Mm-hmm.
So we're dealing with recycling, teaching people about using renewable energy sources like wind, solar, water, stuff that you can do to just have a better planet.
How important is sustainability?
I think sustainability is incredibly important for the simple fact that we live in New York City and it's polluted.
Yeah.
And there's garbage all over the place. And I think having a cleaner environment and a more sustainable environment will help reduce pollution.
You're hearing it, you're breathing it, you're tasting it,
yes,
you're eating it.
Very much so. The food is, I don't think the food's safe anymore,
yeah.
or as safe. So this is a reason why I'm starting the Bronx Music Garden events to help teach about eating healthier.
Yeah. What made you want to start something like this? Because there's always a reason why the idea comes to you in the shower or something happens to you or somebody in your family or friend. You say, I need to start this to help create the awareness that there is something happening.
Yes.
There's a problem. Here's the solution.
Yeah, so interesting you asked that question. I used to have ulcerative colitis, and apparently
the lower intestines?
Yes, the lower intestines inflammation due to an acidic lifestyle, and the doctor said it was an uncurable disease. And for some reason, I was able to cure myself. And because I was able to cure myself through healthy living, I wanted to teach the community, and this is why I started the Green Arts Brigade.
But the doctor said you were more acidic than alkaline?
Yes, so because of, I guess, they're still trying to figure out the cure or the reasons for ulcerative colitis, but a lot of it has to do with, from the research I've done, is living an acidic lifestyle, not meditating, stress. Actually, stress is a big one. So I've been starting to meditate.
So you boost up the alkaline to about 9.5.
Yes. And
drink some water, help flush out a lot of that stuff.
And
Get rid
also
of
greens.
gout, a lot of other
degenerative
diseases. So you cured yourself. That's
I cured
amazing.
myself. They said it's not possible, but I mean, I've been juicing, so that was a big part of it. I got myself a NutriBullet. It was $100, best investment of my life.
Yeah.
Juicing every day, eating more alkaline foods. So greens, spinach, broccoli, red cabbage. These are foods that help.
Healed up everything, you're no longer bleeding.
No longer bleeding, nothing. I actually got a colonoscopy a year or two after, and the doctor was shocked.
They were amazed. They said, what happened?
Yeah, she said, I don't have to get one for another 15, 20 years.
Now, if you would have kept, if you would have stayed under that condition, what do you think they would have done? They would have had to operate or go in?
Probably,
and do some
I don't
things?
know. You know,
or you would have been on some other chemicals trying to
So
heal
the
that
doctors
up.
wanted me to take prescription pills. They said, you know, you have to do this every day for the rest of your life. And I was like, no, I don't want to take medication. I think I could eat natural foods. And so, yeah, you know, I wanted to promote healthy living. It's all possible.
So, but what were you eating before that? You were all into the processed foods? You're just eating all kinds of...
Coffee. Actually, coffee is extremely acidic. So I would promote anybody that wants to heal themselves, drink some low acidic coffee if you still love the addiction of coffee, because I'm addicted to it.
Yeah. Well, you know, everything in moderation. Now that you're healed up, you can probably have one or, you know, 2 cups here and there a week.
Lower acidic lifestyle, increase your alkaline, you know, and a lot of alkaline foods happen to be in natural organic foods.
Yeah.
Which is why I like to promote events and promote healthy eating, you know,
So
in
a
the
lot
garden
of people,
situations.
Yeah, and a lot of people eating for taste and not for health.
Exactly, yeah.
So tell us more about the Arts Brigade.
So the Green Arts Brigade, as I was saying earlier, we're trying to focus on doing community events. Me being a Bronx resident, I want to do the first series of events in the Bronx through that Bronx Music Garden. Also the gardening aspect, urban agriculture. Being in New York City, we got thousands, millions of people. And in the Bronx, we have over 100 community gardens. And so I'm actually a gardener on the side.
Oh,
yeah. I taught myself how to garden because I wanted to get the most nutrition I could possibly get.
And you know what's going into the food, what's going into the ground is going to come out in the product.
Yes.
Yes.
All organic, no pesticides. So I think a lot of foods these days also have pesticide all over the chemicals.
Yeah.
And
well, you know, you think that if the insects want to eat it, then it must be good. But you just have to if you ate collard greens, sometimes it came with the little worms and stuff. You just got to clean off the worms. But instead, you have no worms. Now you got to clean off the dust from the pesticides.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The worms don't want to eat it.
No.
So where are these gardens located?
All right. So the first event that I'm going to be doing is at DeWitt Clinton High School.
Oh, okay.
They actually have a new community garden right in the front on Mosholu and Sedgwick. And so with help from the Bronx Green Up, they told me to reach out to sustainability professor Raymond Poltinas.
Oh.
You know him?
No, I've never met him, but I heard of him.
Yeah, cool teacher. He's also teaching students in the Bronx community at DeWitt Clinton about sustainable living, about recycling, about gardening. And so I think my music skills, because I'm a professional full-time DJ.
Yeah,
that's how I make my money.
You're doing a lot of different things here.
I know. I got to slow down.
Yeah, no, but go ahead.
Yeah, but I'm promoting my love for music, and I'm promoting my love for gardening and sustainable living all together with the Bronx Music Garden.
You mix.
Yeah.
You put it in a mix. Yeah, I got you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I just got that.
I had to say it twice. No, but it's okay. I understand. You know, you that's what you're living right now.
Yes.
I mean, you're also a healer. You healed yourself, and you can teach other people how to do the same.
Exactly, because I think there's a lot of people dealing with ulcerative colitis. Actually, as soon as I put up the YouTube video clips on how I cured myself, there's been like thousands and thousands of hits, and people have been reaching out.
They want to talk to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I didn't realize. I thought it was just an only one.
All right, so you have all of this information on a website or what?
Yes, so you can go to greenartsbrigade.com. It's GREENARTSBRIGADE.com. You can go to thebronxmusicgarden.com, and also my personal music page, morsymusic.com. It's MORSY music.
Omar Morsi, give him a big hand, everybody. The healer is in the house. Green Arts Brigade. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you.
All right, stay right there, though. We've got to take a short break, but coming up, we'll preview an upcoming film festival you won't want to miss. But first, let's take a look at a unique art exhibit right here in the Boogie Down Bronx. Stay tuned.
The New York Botanical Garden shares with us the unique artistic pieces created by Dale Chihuly. These interesting structures show off their bright colors and lights, capturing the undeniable beauty of nature.
It's just as beautiful, even with the rain, if anything, even more so. So really enjoying all of the exhibits.
It's really beautiful. You can tell that it's inspired by nature, so it really fits in because the shapes are so organic, the colors are so vibrant. Like, it really works with the natural scenery.
The popular figure of the art world, Dale Chihuly, revolutionized the technique of glass blowing by merely acting on his passion for glass. His talent lies in creating colorful architectural designs that have been exhibited at the Young Museum in San Francisco, the Museum of the Fine Arts in Boston, and the Montreal Museum of Fine Arts, to name a few. Now he's brought his work here to be exhibited at the New York Botanical Gardens. The artwork fits in perfectly at the garden, merging with live plants and water, so you can hardly separate the artificial representations from the real deal. Blown glass and steel were used to create pieces like the well-known White Tower with Fury. The first of its kind exhibited at the Tower of David Museum in 1999, this vibrant piece emanates a pink and white combo, adding delicacy to the wiry structure. Naming his piece from the Italian word for spot, Chihuly's Macchia Forest is another proof of the artist's evident love for color. He uses bright, complementary shades applied in dots within a flowery bowl. The process involves rolling molten glass in smaller, broken pieces of colorful glass while blowing into it. These and other pieces kept in line with nature, successfully capturing its various shapes and colors. The glass blowing technique came to life at the New York Botanical Gardens with Dale Chihuly's artistry. From BronxNet, this is Shanice Powell.
And welcome back. You know, the People's Film Festival is back. They're no strangers to the show. They have some great new additions too. And joining us with a preview, we have founder Veronica Kitt and filmmaker Katie Mack. Veronica Kitt and Katie Mack in the house. And you guys love what you're doing. You're into putting people on film, or putting ideas and projects and communities on film. Talk about some of the wonderful things. It's called the People's Film Festival, and you guys are celebrating the power of the media when placed in the hands of the people.
In the hands
Elaborate.
of the people. And that's power, because one of the things that when you are conditioned to go towards mainstream media, sometimes you miss a couple of things. But when you're creating your own media, creating your own television, alternative media, like here, beautiful BronxNet, I just love public media. This is when your freedom of speech reigns supreme, or your First Amendment rights reign supreme as well. This is when you can say, do, speak, create, whatever you want. And so that's what the People's Film Festival is born out of. It's born out of that. Having the ability to say and do and create, and then showcasing it and honoring those producers and filmmakers that are doing the work, good work. And so we're kind of like excited about it this year.
And you're the founder, so tell us why you started this.
And I think that was one of the main reasons, because of the fact that it's almost like you put your film in a film festival and then they say no. It doesn't mean that it's not good work. It just means that maybe you didn't fit into their categories or their
you're
criteria.
Get a lot of no's in life.
Exactly. And I always equate it to going on the Apollo. You know you can sing, but you just got booed. But you do not stop. You do not get discouraged. And so what I did was created a film festival that deals with our behaviors, how we could create, consume, and media. And taking away.
You came back.
You come back. Yeah. You come back. Right.
We fall down, but
hello.
we get up.
And then changing the criteria, because sometimes a lot of these festivals says, well, we got to be the first run. Well, with us, you don't have to be the first run, because everyone has their favorite film. So, you know, this film, it comes out, and what does it do? It sits on a shelf? No, we want to see it again.
Playback. I have a great idea for one that it's kind of funny too, but we'll talk about it another time. Tell us about some of the things that you're into, and what got you into what you're doing.
Oh wow, I've always loved film and storytelling. So that started as a child, and within the last decade and a half, I started creating my own films. I've been acting since I was 7, writing since I was probably about 4 or 5 years old. So it's finally blossomed into filmmaking and editing and just creating, ultimately, great stories to showcase.
Veronica, you think she had a monologue at age 4? I don't even know what that
think
sounded
so.
like.
My mama could probably confirm that. She could confirm for you,
But she did an awesome film that's in the festival this year. It's
Oh,
called
yeah?
Missing You. Yes,
Let
and that's
me
how
find
we kind of met and discovered her.
That
And
piqued your interest, right? You
yes,
said, hey, I like that. Good
amazing.
job.
And then Akema, who's not here, they're like the dynamic duo. They're like amazing directors, producers, putting out some
Akema, big
serious
up
work.
to you.
Yeah, it's a pleasure to be. Thank you for accepting our films into the People's Film Festival. I live uptown in the Bronx, so I'm like, the festival's in Harlem? I got in?
You went
yes.
downtown.
Right, I'm just right. You know, I'm there and I'm ready and I'm excited. And to have 2 films that I'm a part of being officially selected into like one film festival just like blew my mind. So I'm like, well, maybe I'm on the right track. Maybe I'm doing something right.
You're doing something
so
right.
yeah, thank you.
She is. She definitely is. And I'm excited about that.
Yeah. Are you guys always one step ahead? You know, you got this for this film festival, but you think about the next one and the next film that you're writing or putting together?
I feel like my mind never turns off. So it's nice to be recognized, have the work recognized, and be selected for a film festival. But because it was done already, I'm already thinking about and writing the next project.
What's the next
and,
one?
You know, conceptualizing the next project. And I'm just the type, I can't be idle. So unless I'm writing or shooting or creating something, I don't know what's gonna happen. So yeah.
Even laying off the edge of the bed sick, you mine is still going.
Right.
Yeah.
I keep a notebook by my bed.
You do?
And a pen. I have to.
So do I.
Yeah,
That's so
yeah.
funny.
You got to put it down. You got to put it down.
Exactly.
The ideas keep on coming. You got to, you know, otherwise sometimes you forget about them. Oh, what was that again? And then
Yeah.
the connection that you had is a little different.
Exactly, because everything is a story, and everything that we do, I think is important. I always tell people, document
Yes.
everything, tell every story. And sometimes, like you said, like you wake up and you just got this brand new, fresh idea. It's like, oh, I gotta write it because I don't want to forget it because it's important. Yeah.
And you can be in a place where you can't write. Like a lot of things come to me in the shower.
Wow.
Where's that pen? I went scuffling across the floor a couple of times. But you know, you got to put it down. You're right.
Right.
So what's next for you guys?
Well, I tell you, this year we added the Tech People Expo, and it's about virtual reality because it's the next stage of storytelling.
Yeah.
And so we're going to show about 20 films in VR. We have amazing equipment that was donated to us by Samsung. So we got the headgears, and the young people, everyone can come in and they can put these goggles and these headgears and the headphones on, and they can see film. And so it's just amazing how
People going to be
filmmaking.
going to the movies with those, and they're going to issue those?
Yeah, they come
instead of
inside. So we have this VR lounge. That's what we're calling a VR lounge. So you go into the VR lounge, and then you take one of the headsets, and then you watch these movies. And that, to me, is the next stage of storytelling. So it's an all-day event. Well, it's from 12 to 4.
Yeah.
It's free, and people can come in, and they can basically, we have different exhibitors, and that'll be there to show us this new technology that is there. So
And,
we're doing
people
that.
are watching films and movies in a different way now. They have these recliners. You go in.
Oh, yeah.
That's what
you can
we
order some chicken and some, or some instead of just the popcorn. You got shrimp and all kinds of
Yes,
stuff.
right. Well, that's at the Magic Johnson Theater.
Yeah,
where we're
that's
gonna
where
be.
I first saw
Yes,
it.
that's where we're going to be. That's our
That's where I
opening
first
night.
saw it at the Magic Johnson Theater. We did the grand opening over there with Magic Johnson, and they had popcorn, shrimp.
and chicken.
Nice.
And it tastes good too.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes,
But you
yes.
didn't want to slip on any on the floor coming out of the theater.
No.
But that's beautiful. Tell me something. I want to ask you a quick question. A lot of people into this thing called anime. You know about it?
Sort of, kind of, sort
People are
of.
dressing like that now too?
Yeah, especially with Comic-Con. You see how they come
yeah,
out and
yeah.
everyone is dressing like that. But for me, for filmmakers, I don't see as much of it. I might see some animation.
Yeah.
You know, that may incorporate some of that in, but well, I'm not sure if we have this many
All right.
animation
Likewise.
films.
They're rapping me. They're giving me a hard rap. Where can we get more of your wonderful work? your information?
ThePeoplesFilmFestival.com. Please come check that out. 4 days. Well, I should say 5 days because the first day is art, the art kickoff, and so we're going to have some street artist graffiti. It's going to be amazing.
Yeah,
Katie Mack, Veronica Kitt. Give them a big round of applause, everybody. They're doing their thing.
Thank you.
The People's Film Fest. Thank you guys for all the. Oh, we got tickets. We got tickets.
I have tickets for you. Yay.
Bram, tickets.
Please come
We're gonna
out
see some
opening
wonderful
night.
film.
Yes.
Unfortunately, that's all the time we have for today's show. Thank you, by the way. And I'd like to thank all of our guests for joining us, and you, our viewer, for tuning in and checking it all out. And if you missed any part of today's show, well, you can tune into the recablecast of Open at 5 and 10 p.m. or watch anytime on the web at BronxNet.org, or you can catch an all-new episode Wednesday at 10 a.m. with our host, Darren Jaime. For all of us here at BronxNet, have a great and enjoyable day, and I'll catch you over 107.5 WVLS right after the quiet storm. Always remember this: what you are is God's gift to you, and what you make of yourself is your gift to God. So choose your choice. Let your choice control the choosing. I'm the Dr. Bob Lee. Love you all. Peace.